Simple, small, easy to add features, things that won't take too long to develop into the game of Minecraft. In this video, we take a brief look at 8 simple features that, with a bit of quick development, would deeply satisfy many Minecrafters like you and I. I do want to point out that certain mods already offer some of these features, however we must keep in mind a couple things about mods. Only a fraction of Minecraft's player base actively use mods, not to mention many of them have been known to be notoriously buggy due to a common lack of professional coding, which is obviously fair enough. Although mods are fantastic in many ways, we've seen far too many examples of mods now having a short lifespan and get abandoned by their creators, becoming incompatible with the latest version of Minecraft. So the idea of implementing a feature into the core game removes that liability entirely. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let us take a look at 8 small and simple features to add a bit of spice to our playing experience. Let's start with an obvious one, more paintings. It's no secret that players have been dying for a new batch of paintings due to the limited options we currently have now. Not to mention being able to manually choose the painting we're after, possibly with a few extra quality of life options like being able to choose the size and possibly even frame color, so we can truly give a unique touch to our home. All this opposed to repeatedly destroying painting after painting to find only one of the handful of options we're after. If the developers would prefer investing a bit more time into this feature, the ability to craft a canvas and possibly even brushes too, so we could create and paint our own pixel art in-game, I'm sure would warm the hearts of many creative minds. Oh god, why on earth would anyone draw that? Birds. Yes, we have bats and parrots, but they both seem very gravitated towards solid surfaces. Phantoms too are great, but all of these said creatures aren't all that super common, and therefore skies in Minecraft as a result have always remained empty and somewhat lifeless. And being that we've come this far in updates, it's a surprise we haven't seen our first proper flying mob roam the open skies. Seeing as bats are a ridiculously simple mob, birds shouldn't be that much of a stretch either. Finding bats in caves creates a very fitting vibe for adventuring through dark tunnels, so to wake up in Minecraft and head outside to see a bird or two actually flying in the sky would be a stunning and beautiful sight to see. And finally, another way of potentially farming feathers and eggs, if you decide to give them the old. A mini overhaul of signs. If you've never experienced running out of room for text on a sign, you haven't been playing Minecraft for long enough. There's no doubt running out of text space on signs have fondled our jimmies for longer than we'd probably like them fondled. Being able to choose text size and even colors for your words and letters would be any server admin's or builder's dream. Coloring words is already possible through server commands and mods of course, but a far more easy and efficient method has been cried after for quite some time. And we may have to keep crying for this one. Chairs. For too long have us loyal players been trying to mimic the shape of chairs in Minecraft. And although it's splendid to see how others have used their imagination to come up with their own designs, when we've been having to resort to doing this. For over 9 years, role-playing a sit animation becomes rather, well, not something we obviously make a habit of. The addition of even just a couple usable chairs in Minecraft would be a ravishing relief for our characters, in which they've never felt the sheer glory of resting one's backside down on a surface. Except for beds. That doesn't count. Chairs wouldn't necessarily have to serve any benefit, but judging by the redonkulous number of chairs that have been replicated in-game for all these years, boast the fact that they are no doubt in very high demand. Armor stands with hands. Or arms, I should say. I said hands because it rhymed with stands. Sounded cooler. Anyway, despite being called armor stands, the ability for them to hold swords and shields, bows, tridents, tools and utilities, or potatoes would be a very welcomed polish for this possible feature. And it'd be a nice cherry on top if they were capable of displaying capes. See what I did there? Or even elytra possibly. Maybe even a way to position our stands would also be a nice touch. Maybe. Lanterns. The introduction of this new light source would be a fantastic Wait, Cubey, they just announced lanterns will be coming to Minecraft. What do you mean? Like, they were literally just released in the latest snapshot. But I just filmed and edited everything. Look, I know, that sucks, but I'm surprised you didn't know. But I do know, cause I'm you. You're telling me. Yeah. Well, this just got weird. So, although the ever so convenient announcement of lanterns happened during the production of this video, torches are no doubt a nice, cheap method for permanent lighting when placed. But being forced to permanently light up an area is not always an option we want to be forced into doing, as it's only fair on us players that sometimes we want to keep various parts of our world untouched or simply not lit up like a light shop. So when venturing through dark areas such as cave systems, if we were to hold a lantern that would illuminate our immediate surroundings wherever we go, it would be extremely helpful, convenient, and no doubt a very cool little alternative method of tackling darkness in Minecraft. And this type of dynamic lighting has already been very well received in the past by users of the Optifine mod, which enables the use of this player-followed lighting. Torches would no doubt still have a massive place in the game as the cheapest source of lighting in Minecraft. But so torches and lanterns, among all other lighting blocks, have their different respective pros and cons, as they rightfully should. Lanterns we could hold that emits dynamic lighting wherever we go should best require some source of fuel for it to stay lit in order to introduce a new way to explore the dark corners of our world. Minecraft is a world many end up easily playing for hours per session. To capitalize on keeping us players immersed in this wonderful and unique world, it would only seem fit to introduce some beautifully designed ambience that captivates and indulges us as we venture into different biomes. Of course, having an ambience volume slider in the sound settings would be quite necessary for this, so we could pitch the perfect loudness to suck our ears into this wonderful— that sounded weird, let's pass on the ear sucking for now, but an optional boost of audio immersion would prove valuable for many Minecraft survivalists. I must warn you, this one may stretch the definition of a small or simple feature, but it would be almost criminal to leave it out of this video. For too long, a small handful of biomes have remained bland, lifeless, and simply haven't gotten much love from the developers. When we take a look at how consistently beautiful this game once was, only to find certain parts of our world now just looking somewhat rushed into the game and almost indisputably miserable and out of place. If we were to see them treated with more passion and effort, just like the aquatic treatment our oceans got, choosing or finding a biome to live or build in would no longer stay as that tedious task we sometimes find ourselves taking part in within the game today. The Minecraft community has done some pretty amazing things before, and the developers' ears are never too far away these days, especially with the help of the internet. So any support you wish to show would be welcomed with open arms, and I'd really like to know what simple or small features would you like to see make an appearance in Minecraft. I'd love to hear your thoughts.